welcome back. It's Suzanne, and we're going to continue our journey through the Daily Bean, the cookbook of the most perfect food on the planet. As we said before, beans contain everything the average American diet is lacking. Calcium, phosphorus, protein, magnesium, fiber. Black beans in particular. We're going to stick with the black beans today and create a black bean mango salsa. I spent a lot of time in Puerto Rico, and mango season could be overwhelming. So this was created out of an effort to use some of them up. And I remember telling my dear friend Nelson Montalvo, no more mangoes. What was I thinking? And this is what I have today, one. Anyway, we're going to move into the black bean mango salsa, and we are going to be needing one 15-ounce can of black beans that are drained and rinsed. Extraordinarily important to rinse those beans. I have a 7-ounce can of whole kernel corn, also drained. We have a half of a red, good-sized bell pepper chopped up. If we cannot find the full size, we could use 2 of these smaller ones. Same flavor, same color. And this salsa is about color. Color, health. 1 medium-sized mango cut into tiny little pieces. Remember, this has to fit on a chip. I am not a fan of cutting things into tiny pieces, but this is pretty essential unless you want to eat it with a spoon, which is possible. We have a 1/4 cup of chopped red onions. Also, a 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro. The fresh cilantro is pretty essential in this recipe. They have the dried version, but it does not give that fullness of flavor that a salsa needs. And we also have a good dash of garlic powder, or you could use fresh garlic, which would be equivalent to about half a teaspoon. And then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, which is going to bring all these flavors together into that salsa richness. I do want to mention again that beans contain what is called a protease inhibitor. This protease inhibitor has been found to reduce initial cancer-causing damage to cells in studies done on tissue cultures. Beans contain quite a big amount of this. And they also, this same protease inhibitor has been found to fight different viruses and different forms of cancer. Another reason to bring this into our eating world right now. So we'll start with the black beans that have been rinsed completely. I'm going to put them in a good sized bowl. Enough room to blend all these flavors together later. We will add the 7-ounce can of corn, the red pepper. This is a down and dirty, quick put together. The only time involved is the waiting time for it to blend together. The mango, the red onion, the cilantro, sprinkle in the garlic powder and the cumin. And now we're going to need 2 tablespoons of fresh lime. It's hard to measure, but I do believe that about half a lime could be equivalent to those 2 tablespoons. We'll put that fork in the middle of the lime. Do a nice little twist. Get as much of that juice out as you can. If you are a fan of lime, you can always add a little bit more, which I'm a fan of lime. Now look at these colors. We're just going to very gently stir this up. Make sure the lime coats everything. A nice gentle stir, and this is the time factor. You want to let this sit at least an hour to let all of these flavors mellow, blend together, and create that perfect salsa taste. Okay, this has had that hour to sit. The flavors are just incredibly blended. The scent, you'll know soon enough when you try this recipe. So this is just in time for a good happy hour. We will put it in a dish. And not to waste the other half of the lime. And what could go better than a coronita? It's getting smaller. I know it is. Little bit of that lime. Just pile this on a chip. And cheers. Happy, healthy cocktail hour.